here with Joni Rabinowitz, the former co-director at Just Harvest, who's enjoying her retirement, but agreed to come in today to talk with me about Joyce Rothermel. I know you have a long history with Joyce. Can you tell me a little bit about your years together?
Well, yeah, before either of us was in the anti-hunger movement, we were in the peace and justice movement, so I knew her then. I knew her when she worked at the Thomas Merton Center, and then we kind of followed similar paths as we moved along. I had worked at Hunger Action Coalition, which was a predecessor to Just Harvest, when the food bank started. In fact, I think Hunger Action Coalition was responsible for starting the food bank when it first started, and there were several different directors before Joyce became the director there. Mm-hmm. I think she might have been on our board also. So we've been working, and we've been following the same lines over the years. So I've known her really a long time. Yeah.
And in your travels along that same path, what kind of changes have you seen? What kind of needs and ideas has Joyce met in the community?
She has learned, she knows, and she focuses on the way to get stuff done at the legislative and administrative level in the government, both the federal government and also the state government, and that's mostly what my work is. So that's mostly how I interact with her. It's around our advocacy work, and I have to say that I was a little bit nervous when she hired Denny to do advocacy, public policy advocacy, because it seemed like that was kind of our bailiwick, because that's what Just Harvest does. But I was thinking today how their advocacy really works for programs that serve food banks. Like, for example, the State Food Purchase Program, and there's very, very important program, that's the Senior Community Supplemental Food Program, which is boxes for seniors. Mm-hmm. And she, seniors who are hungry, and she was very, very active and persistent and focused when she went to get that program activated in Pennsylvania. Whereas Just Harvest work, advocacy work, is more on programs which serve individual people and families, like the food stamp program and the WIC program and the school meals program. Those are programs that we advocate for. So we're both doing public policy work, but we're doing different types of work. And I have to say, I mean, the food bank, Joyce built that food bank up from nothing up to a huge organization. I don't know what their millions of pounds they distribute. But every time I see, every time I'm over there, and every time I see the different things that they're doing and the different parts of the community that they're in, talking about the issues, I'm just amazed at how much work she's actually accomplished. I mean, it's fantastic.
If we wrote it out, it would be quite a long list.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Definitely would. What do you think is the single biggest impact that Joyce has made, either as a person or as part of that organization that is the food bank?
You know, Joyce has I think the biggest impact is kind of what I said, that food bank has grown to the size that it's grown, and it's respected and understood in so many parts of the community, and it works. You know, the different programs that they have, they actually do what they're supposed to be doing, I think. So, you know, it's not like, I mean, I never, of course I necessarily wouldn't, but I never hear anybody bad-mouthing the food bank, for example. I mean, I think that they have a great presence in the community, and they have a lot of respect in the community, and I think a lot of that, not all of that, because they have a great staff too, but a lot of that has to do with Joyce and the vision that she puts forth and the way that she implements that. And I think that, as I said, she has excellent staff there. They're really, I think that the new director is really coming into a organization with great staff. So Joyce has this way of, I was thinking, like, what is special about her? And she more than anybody I know, she's able to both do the business, do business and be business oriented, like get the job done. And at the same time, she's able to pay attention to other person's personal needs, like, for example, sending you a letter when your mother dies, and, kind of like thinking about your, the personal things of people besides, besides just her, not just besides her work.
Right.
Yeah, so I think she's a pretty all-around person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing Joyce.
She dances, she and her husband dance. Yeah, they do Irish dancing, and I haven't seen it, but I know they do it.
Wouldn't be interested.
Yeah, Michael's great. Yeah.
That's great. Knowing Joyce as well as you do, what message do you think she most wants the community to recognize? What does she want people to hear and respond to?
Well, I guess I would say kind of the same that we would, which is there is hunger. It's related to poverty. It's caused by poverty. And there's things that you can do in order to lessen that hunger. And in their case, it's food, and it's getting food to people that, face immediate needs. And in our case, it's more of a long-term issue, like make sure that the food stamp program works and the summer food program works and so forth well. And her, she, like I said, they have so many programs there. They have I can't even remember all the names of their programs, but they do move a hell of a lot of food, and they move it to places that need it, and people that really need it. So I think they've done a great, she's brought a great energy and advantage to Pittsburgh.